Hello. Sorry, I have said many things without microphone. I would like to speak about more practical things. Let me talk about the amulet for treasure hunting from the Sefer Raziel AMULET. The meaning of the title of the book is the Book of Angel Raziel. Everybody knows that Sefer Raziel ha-Malakh is a celebrated book both within Jewish and Christian traditions. The title is known at least from the 10th century. But there are many different books with the same title and different contents. I would like to talk about the Sefer Raziel ha-Malakh published in Amsterdam in 1701. It's an anthology compiled from various sources from different epochs. The tradition of the manuscripts, this more or less, this compilation goes back at least to the 14th century. Nevertheless, the editor mentions the manuscript with the special marks of the previous possessors, and the youngest of them lived in 12th century. So probably the anthology came from that period. The study of structure of this motley anthology has also a long history. It's generally accepted that the precise right belongs to the part of Sefer Raziel, and the name of that part, it's actually once was a separate book, and its title is Sefer Malbush, that is the book of garment. So on the page 6b appears a recipe. That is the book published in Amsterdam. And okay, that is the page 6b. I have translated the text. Sorry for my English, but that it is. If you want to stay on treasure, raise silver and gold from the treasure hidden in the earth. Take a plate from 7 times purified gold and write on that plate 21 letters from the holy and pure name. Connect a blue rope to it. Take a white dove and tie its plate to its dove's neck with the blue rope. Send its dove into the air. Search beneath its legs in the place where it has come down. This is the place where it's hidden. If it's within a city and the dove stays on the roof, go around the place 7 times. During the daytime, say the name of the sun in the period. During the night, say the name of the moon in the period. Sometimes it's difficult or even entirely impossible to detect any rational idea behind a magical rite. But in this particular case, it's more or less clear. The rite rests on both astromagical and biblical foundation. About astromagical elements. That is very peculiar for any instruction in magic to advise to do anything in a suitable astrological period. That includes seasons, the day of the week, and the hour. In this particular case, at day, one should apply to the spiritual entities of the sun, and at night, he should apply to the spiritual entities of the moon. These entities are different in various seasons. The book itself previously gives the names of the astrological periods. The representation there is naughty, but it can be systemized site by anybody who would like to work with the book. Application of the daf in the right in such a context and in Jewish book undoubtedly points out the biblical association with the story of flood and Noah. It's clear. I would like to remind the story briefly. On a certain day, when the water continued to recede, Noah opened. I would like to cite the Bible. Noah opened a window and sent out the raven, and it kept flying back and forth until the water had dried up from the earth. Then he sent out a dove to see if the water had receded from the surface of the ground, but the dove could find now here to perch because there was water over all surface of the earth. So it returned to Noah in the ark. He reached out his hand and took the dove and brought it back to himself in the ark. He waited 7 more days and again sent out the dove from the ark. When the dove returned to him in the evening, there in its beak was a freshly plucked olive leaf. Then Noah knew that the water receded from the earth. So I can easily emphasize the most important parallels of this story with our magical recipe. Noah, as a treasure hunter, uses the dove to obtain reliable information concerning something that connects to the earth, to the something material, to the solid ground. Also, the prescription to go around the place 7 times can refer to the story of the fall of Jericho from the biblical book of Joshua. So you can read that. I think I haven't enough time to read everything, but what is important? The capture of spoils of war in Jericho can have some associations with finding the treasure. The rite itself mentions an amulet. It should be tied with tied to the dove's neck. The amulet includes 21 letters of God's name, and there is a drawing without clear explanation on the next page. Yet it's not clear whether the entire picture belongs to the recipe. I think the page can be divided into 2 sections. Here it is. I have some arguments for that, but I haven't time to speak about that. So I'll try to speak about the precise drawing. There are 5 quadrilaterals above. 4 of them are 2 against 2 on the right and on the left sides. Underneath them, a text follows. The aftermath, a longer quadrilateral, and again, a text below. Between 2 pairs of the quadrilaterals, 2 words appear. One is above and the second is below. And I show aftermath that, but what is most important, that is inscription about the entire drawing. I have translated that, and you can see that within red line. So the translation is: I have discovered that the holy name is everywhere, etc. That is the Shem HaMefurash. Probably the phrase hints at Exodus 29:24. Whenever I cause my name to be honored, I will come to you and bless you. Shem HaMefurash can be translated as the explicit name. That is a name of God that possesses special strength if one could say it correctly. So, aftermath. Five quadrilaterals with the texts. And you can see that there are the same words, lechor. Lechor in Hebrew, and the translation of that is for a whole. In some cases, the whole can also be made on the left side below under the pairs of quadrilaterals. It depends on particular realizations, as the text explains. Actually, the holes should be made for the rope, I think, at least. Inside the longer quadrilateral beneath that, one can find the divine name, which consists both of properly holy names and attributes of God, such as mighty, praised, and so on. So, there is also a text between two parts of the page. Its meaning is there are the letters of the name to mention and to conjure, as is said above, for work after your prayer with the letters in purity, in holiness, with the writer's heart and clean hands, so that you will succeed in everything you will do with everything in this God's service. At least the word as it's said above can refer to the described above recipe for treasure hunting. The recipe tells about 21 letters from the name of God on the plate. The text itself does not mention them. It seems that the letters should appear on the drawing, yet neither the entire drawing nor any of each separate section has 21 letters in common. The text in a long quadrilateral gives God's name, but it consists of 174 letters. We may suggest that the text does not tell about general quantity, and any specific letter may appear more than once on the plate. The Hebrew alphabet consists of 21 characters. Then the name should exclude only one letter of the Hebrew alphabet, but 3 letters of the Hebrew alphabet are absent. They are Gimel, Tet, and Ayin, so the method doesn't work. 4 quadrilaterals above totally include 23 letters. Perhaps 2 letters in the corner below, just a moment, that is name, here it is, 4 quadrilaterals above totally include 23 letters. Perhaps 2 letters in the corner below on the left side do not belong to the name. The connection of the letters has its meaning, that is no, lo. Also, allegedly, this no is excluded from the inner part of the amulet. The supposed rope draws the line between the main part of the amulet and this no. No appears in both brief texts below these 4 quadrilaterals. The text on the right side is, what the name and the letters. It's hanging and not alone itself according to that it or he is on the left side, near above and not below, because if it's surrounded in this way, it's for a whole. There is also another possibility. The entire issue with these 21 letters may be a mistake. Irina Vandrey has published the so-called Sefer Malbush from some manuscripts. The text is very different from the text in the Sefer Raziel ha-Malakh. But there is also a certain affinity.
5 minutes.
Pardon? 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Okay, so in the book you can find it's prescribed to 21 days of fasting. So another thing, what is written here? The first letter of two quadrilaterals on the right side is Nun, and the second one is Shin. The first one is the first letter of the name Noah. The second one, the name of his son Shem. However, the inscription that appears as a title on that page can serve as a key. That is, I have discovered the holy name is everywhere, etc. That is Shem Mefurash. Thus, perhaps the inscription in the upper quadrilaterals on the right side means Nichtavli Shempo. That is, the name is written for me here. On the left side, Heyot Shem Bokoch. That is, Heyot is the name that possesses strength. Heyot can be both the name itself and the abbreviation of tetragrammaton. The second one, line from above on the right side, Nichtav Shem Romav Shem Nora. I think that is abbreviation of the written name is on high. The name is awesome. The final quadrilateral gives only the letter Shin on the right side, which probably means Shem, that is in this case God. And on the left side, Lo, no. The quantity of the letters can be important in this interpretation. In the line above, the quadrilateral on the right side has 10 letters, on the left side, 9 letters. But if Heyot is the abbreviation of tetragrammaton, it has 11 letters. In total, it's 21 letters. The second line, the quadrilateral on the right side has 15 letters, and on the left side, 4 letters. In total, it's 21 letters. So probably it's too practical and dull, but it's the interpretation of the amulet. The amulet has a precise meaning, and it can be easily explained. That's all. If you have any question,
Thank you, Eugenie. Can I just ask, is this the only treasure hunting amulet that you're aware of? Is this unique?
You mean within that book or in general?
Total, generally.
I have searched everywhere for something similar, and I cannot find anything. I cannot find it's. I checked many books. Nothing at all. I think the issue is more difficult. I haven't enough time to talk about that. Okay. I need some hours probably, but sure. It has parallels with the Bible and Sefer Malbush. probably the amulet initially was a part of different entirely different rite at all. I thought that probably it's an interpolation, but now I think that it's a development of the issue. So if you would like to make a certain rite for a certain goal, on the certain stage, you can think probably it works also for another goal, and that is the issue.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. Does anybody else have a comment for Eugene? No. Okay. Thank you so much, Eugene, for your contribution.
Thank you. So again, sorry for my English. That is not my native language.
Yes. No problem. No problem. So we move now to Alessandra